Remember this, it is never too late to get your life in order. It is never too late. You understand? You can always pick up, from where you are. You understand? Like, for example, you have a lot of people, like, when we were young, whatever, like, not to say we didn't care about credit, but we didn't really care about credit. Okay, and just so you know, this is not a credit video. This is just me using an example of credit. You understand? So, growing up, like when I was young, like we didn't really care too much about credit or whatever because we paid a lot of stuff like outright if we had the money. Because growing up struggling and poor, it was like you didn't have the money, so you don't even think about credit. So, anywho, like times are kind of different now, even though a lot of us still have our struggles or whatever. Just remember this, no matter where you are, you can always start over, but you don't want to reach a certain age. Like if you're in your 40s and stuff, right now, if you're in your 40s or whatever, right now is the time for you to, if you don't have it together yet, it's to at least start getting it together, because by 50 you should already kind of sort of have it in order. If you don't, you should be on the well, let me just be clear, let me just say this: by 50 you should somewhat have it together. You understand? But if you are between the age of 35 and 45 or whatever, right now it's the time for you to actually start putting things into order as far as like your credit. Like if your credit is going to crap or whatever, or you have a repo on your credit or something like that, you can't pay it off. Sometimes you just gotta ride it out. You just gotta ride that time out. I don't know if this is good advice, and remember this: I am not a financial advisor, I am not a credit advisor, I am none of those things. Let me just go ahead and put that disclaimer out there. Okay, so don't take this advice and use it and say that I said you should do it. But if it's been like, we have a repo that's been like what, 2-3 years or whatever, 4 or 5 years, especially if it's been over 3 years, it's like you might as well just ride that out and wait till the 7 years up or whatever. Unless you're trying to buy a house, that's a different story. You would definitely take a different route when it comes to that. There will be some things that you would need to do to take care of that repo if you're trying to buy a house or whatever. But for the most part, if you don't have really have those issues or whatever, or if you have like a lot of credit cards and stuff like that, just try to pay your credit cards down. Keep your credit cards below 30% if you could. Try not to use them. You have to use them every now and then at least, just to keep them open, because the last thing you want is for the credit card company to close your credit card. You understand? And if you are in between jobs, okay, and this is off the record, if you're in between jobs, and you know that you're going to find another job, or you're starting another job, or you've already been hired for another job or whatever, just don't let your credit card company know that, because some of them will close your accounts or whatever. So if you know that you lost your job and you're about to find another job, or you've already interviewed and you're about to start again, like don't even, because they would close your credit cards, just so you know. Okay, so and those of you, say like if you I'm moving on to jobs. Say that if you got fired from your job, you got laid off, or the position closed or ended, you was working temporary and things like that or whatever, you're in between jobs and you're trying to find a job. Okay, just be careful with your data, be careful with your information, because there's a lot of companies out here, a lot of people, places and things and stuff like that have like these hiring signs up, or you go on Indeed or something like that, and you see these places are hiring. You apply for these jobs, you never hear back from them, and a lot of these places are just collecting your data, collecting your social security number, collecting your email address. That's what I'm trying to say. Collecting your email address and so forth, your phone number. And a lot of these places, I'm not saying big name companies or big corporations and stuff like that, but I'm saying you have some companies out there that are collecting this data so they can sell your data to other companies. That's a big business. Data is a big business. I've been saying this for years, but nobody listens to me. Okay, so be careful with your data, people. Be careful with those applications that you fill out online, especially online. Okay, be careful with like when you go, say like you go you're trying to get an insurance quote. The first thing they want you to do is they want you to create an account or something with your email. They want your email address, they want your phone number, all of that. And next thing you know, you got people calling you from everywhere. You get text message of this, that. So just be careful with your data. Be careful. That was the whole point I'm trying to make. So anywho, let me go ahead and land this plane. Listen, so you're in the market and you're looking for a job and stuff like that. You're finding it difficult to find employment. The best advice that I could give you is go directly to the website of that company. Say for example, if you're looking for some type of to work at a hardware store or something like that, just go straight to Ace Hardware or the Home Depot website directly. Coca-Cola directly. Go to their websites directly. Do not go through those third-party companies like Indeed or LinkedIn, for example. Go straight to the corporation's website and try to apply like that. Okay? Sorry, that's the dog barking. Dasher. So listen, make sure you guys go straight to the website of those companies, of the corporations, when you're applying for a job. Do not go through those third-party companies, because a lot of those companies like Indeed, LinkedIn, just to name a few, are basically collecting information. Not to say that it's Indeed directly that's doing it, but it could be like companies on their platform that's actually collecting your data. They have like these fake people on Indeed have these fake job positions, and you think, oh, it's a real job. Oh, I'll meet these qualifications. Oh, they're paying real good. Oh my God, they're paying more than the last company I worked for. Boom, you go and you apply for that job. Next thing you know, they got your email address, they got your phone number. They're selling that information for lead generation and stuff like that. It's crazy when it comes to data, people. So just be careful. I would not beat this dead horse. Okay, so listen, and another thing, and this is it, yeah, I talked about credit, I talked about jobs and stuff like that. But listen, if you have a talent or something, say if you're good at knitting, you're good at sewing, you're good at cooking, you're good at cutting hair, you're good at braiding hair, you're good at writing, you're good at whatever it is that you're good at, try to figure out how to turn that into a money-making hustle, business, hobby, however you want to word it. Okay, with respect to your craft. Okay, so listen, guys. Where there's a will, there's a way. Okay, stay positive. Okay, stay positive, and remember, all things will work. How did it say it? All things work together for your good. Okay, all things will work together for your good. So right now you may have like a little downtime, maybe a little struggle here, but it's gonna get better in the end. So listen, so on this channel, make sure you guys go ahead and subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't already, because I'm going to start getting a little bit more engaged with the community, trying to build a community where we can get together and we can talk about stuff like this. You understand? Where I can address certain things that you may be concerned about or may need more information on. So drop the information, drop questions in the comment section, things that you think I should talk about, things that you want me to talk about, things that interest you, things that you would like to dive more deep into. Okay, I can go ahead and we can go ahead and do that, talk about that. So just drop the question in the or the suggestion or recommendations in the comment section. Okay, and remember, like, share, and subscribe, and make sure, most of all, because you can subscribe all day long, but if you don't turn on the notification bell, you will not know when I upload new content to my channel. You understand? So thank you guys so much. Thank you for your time, and remember this: every story and every action has something to teach us. Until next time, ciao.